Dr. Lucky Meisenheimer. Measured submersion times in underwater hockey are inconsistent with its classification as an extreme apneic sport.
Hello, I'm Lucky Meisenheimer, and along with my co-authors John and Jake Meisenheimer, I've been studying submersion times in the sport of underwater hockey. Now, if you are unfamiliar with underwater hockey, you are not alone. So I want to first give you a short synopsis of the sport. Underwater hockey, it's been around since 1954 and is played in more than 40 countries worldwide, with national and world championships being contested. The games are played on the bottom of a pool in approximately 6 to 8 feet of water. 6 players on each side wearing snorkels, masks, fins, a padded glove, and holding a 12-inch stick. The objective is to get the 3-pound puck into the opposing team's goal, which requires a lot of teamwork. Now, active play involves breath control because the field of play is at the bottom of the pool. The game has often been categorized as an extreme apneic sport, and media reports have suggested players sometimes hold their breath for 2 to 3 minutes underwater during play. Apneic episodes of this duration suggest a risk for shallow water blackout drownings. As all the authors in this study are active participants in the sport, we wanted to better understand why some consider underwater hockey an extreme apneic sport. Does the sport pose real risks for shallow water blackout drownings? Do players and aquatic directors have an accurate assessment on how long submersion times are in the sport compared to actual measured submersion times? So, our study measured over 2,000 submersion times during underwater hockey games at all experience levels, from just club play all the way up through world championships. Before the study, players and aquatic directors were polled on how long they believe players remained underwater for an average drop. A drop is a submersion. That is from when the player leaves the surface of the water to the time they resurface and can breathe. Now, here's what we found. The average time players spent underwater was about 11 seconds, not the minutes some people expected. This average submersion time is significantly less than what aquatic directors and even players themselves estimated. Aquatics directors mistakenly believed average submersion times were over 22 seconds, over double the recorded duration. So, what does this mean? Our research indicates that underwater hockey, in terms of submersion times, is more akin to competitive swimming than an extreme apneic sport such as free diving, where you would expect prolonged breath holding. These brief submersion times, coupled with the fact that there has never been a shallow water blackout drowning recorded in any underwater hockey competition or practice session, should reduce concerns about hypoxic blackouts, a risk associated with extended submersion times. Now, these results led us to conclude that underwater hockey should not be categorized as an extreme apneic sport, but rather a sport that requires breath control, such as other aquatic sports such as competitive swimming, synchronized swimming, and water polo.